Welcome back to part 3 of this series where I read the very first letter to families back in our first unit of investigation in 2015 at ISLA Academy. At that time, I was teaching a class of learners ages 7 to 16. There were about 12 of them, all mixed ages, 10, 12, 14. And it took me about 6 weeks to figure out how to really articulate what we were doing up here. And this was my first attempt. If you haven't listened to parts 1 and 2 of this series, go back and you'll hear the beginning parts of this letter, and I'll pick up from where we stopped. After lunch, we have been doing daily academic writing workshops. Our first text type of the year is the persuasive argumentative essay. We began the unit by introducing the basic structure of a 5-paragraph essay. While some students had previous experience with this, they all needed some strengthening. I believe in learning from mistakes, so the first day of the unit was spent writing a full essay without any explanation of the required structure. This not only gave me a piece of writing to pre-assess, but also helped to set the tone of our educational style. Learning is collaborative, and there's a place for freedom in one's writing. Each student wrote an essay entitled, "What Matters?" I helped them organize their ideas into outlines before moving forward with the creation of an introductory paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. They gained understanding of what each paragraph should contain by first reading lots of model essays. We take the model essays and break them down by asking the question, what is the writer doing in this sentence? And after identifying each part, I provided the students with the following structure. And this is where I lay out here exactly what the function of each sentence in the model essay. So for example, the title states the controversy or topic, and it states the author's position. All of our students wrote about that. Number 2, the first paragraph in the introduction. There's a hook related to the topic, and it is general. Number 2, it gives both sides of the argument and the owners of those arguments. Number 3, it states that the controversy is a valid controversy. And number 4, it gives the author's position and why. In each of the body paragraphs, there is a main idea, which has a connector and states a reason in support of the argument. Number 2, provides evidence in support of your reason, goes from generals to specific. Number 3, has citations to support a claim. And number 4, attacks the other position. And after all of those paragraphs, the conclusion, which is 1 paragraph, reminds readers that there is a controversy. Number 2, restates your position. And number 3, gives a summary of your reasons. We then spent a few days debating relevant topics with emphasis on structuring our argument with the above outline. Even our elementary age students are becoming strong in this area. Our older students are using this structure to insert cited research that supports their argumentative claims. We'll turn in our first drafts this week. Each student is writing about a topic connected to their social studies unit, and this helps to integrate the subject areas and also makes their task more meaningful. After we complete this text type, our class has decided to begin our first literature circles. And this is like a book club in which each member of the team has certain responsibilities during the week. The group meets once or twice weekly and shares their work. Assignments include writing discussion questions for your chapter, selecting interesting passages to share, writing a critique of the selection, or even making your own book trailer to persuade an audience to read your chapter. Our older students have decided to read Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. They chose from a rich collection of classic books. I would like to warn parents that there is some colorful language and themes in this novel. However, it is a must-read, and its theme of friendship set during the era of the Great Depression is certain to inspire great conversation and further research. Our younger students will be meeting this week to select their book. I will report their decision as soon as it is made. And I'll stop right there for this one and come back with part 4 with more of the very first letter to families at ISLA back in 2015.